Ticker symbol ENZC got the downside that we were looking for, but unfortunately went a little bit lower than what we anticipated, right? So let's go ahead and go over exactly why that happened. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with an ENZC technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this happy Monday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so right over here, we had mentioned that we could be potentially finding a support at that 1073 to about this zone here between 1014 and 966, right? The top zone of this. Unfortunately, price action forced out and stopped out a lot of longs, pressuring the price action to the downside and touched our very lowest trend support that we were talking about just a couple of days ago, right? I think about maybe Wednesday or Thursday, we were mentioning this support in the event to where these fail, right? So this is our fail safe here, you guys. If we can maintain the price action above the area of about, actually, you know what, if we can maintain the price action on a closing basis above 753, it would be great, okay? But this downside, remember, we had already seen it coming, all right, you guys? But the invalidation zone for this particular upside is located right at this target here. If we start closing candles, especially upper term time frames like 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, and daily candles, below the 750, then this could indicate a continuation to the downside and a further failure to first touch the area of about 644. Okay, you guys, so right now we are at the last area of support, but we can use the invalidation zone as a support as well, but we cannot fail this, okay? This is why I'm saying that this is just more considered as an invalidation zone regarding, instead of a trend support. Okay, you guys, this is pretty much that last one to kind of look at. Okay, you guys, just definitely know, keep that in mind, okay? We don't want to fail this. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and continue on the analysis here and see what else we have. Okay, so this is the right-angled broadening wedge that we've been taking a look at, right? So now I want you to notice here that we also had this zone here to kind of take a look at, right? So 864 to the top side of the newly converted resistance from the wedge as a support now, right? That would be another range to kind of take a look at for support, right? So 797, of course, to that area of about 764, which is confluent with our invalidation zone, right? So, but yes, this could be a very relevant area of support even for tomorrow or the next day, where it could be to 795 low, and this is regarding the RSI. Okay, so the RSI, please notice here, 30-minute immediate short-term time frame, a little bit of consolidation, still with a downside pivot on that 14-day simple moving average represented by that pink line. We still have a little bit of bearish action here. We're in the gravitational zone of the bear strength percentile of the RSI, which is usually a zone that actually pulls us to that further lower zone, which would be the oversold percentile, right? So the 6-hour time frame, clean, suggesting a continuation to the downside, as well as the 12-hour. But if you can see here, this is the buy daily. We were using the buy daily to see if we can use that potential SMA 14 as that support before a bounce to the upside. But it seems like sentiment wants to favor either the 3-day, which is right. We have that. Let me just make this a little larger. We have that SMA 14 located right at that gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile, right? We can use that. We can use the RSI signal. We can use the 14-day simple moving average and the gravitational zone as that support range before a continuation onto the upside. But because this is very close to it, it only makes me curious about what the 5-day looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up the 5-day RSI and take a look here. Okay, so there you go. The 5-day RSI, first of all, we've been using that SMA 14 as a form of support for a pretty long time. In fact, we broke upside for the first time upside of the SMA 14 on October 22nd. And since then, we have been using that SMA 14 pink line as a form of support before a continuation to the upside. I don't see why we couldn't use that one more time before a continuation to that upside. Okay, you guys just remember that any of this that I'm talking about could be invalidated at any moment. Okay, you guys, this is just kind of a forecast to see where our price action is leading to. Okay, but yes, we have a very strong inflection point down here, you guys, which is a very critical key support support right before we can use as a form of maybe a reaccumulation phase, because this is a clear distribution, right? So we'll use this as reaccumulation so we can lead the price action to a continuation to that upside. Okay, you guys, we'll go ahead and continue keeping this in our radar, and we'll go ahead and continue giving that forecast day to day. Okay, you guys, but please remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell or hold, for that matter, any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.